So what is it, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to let me just paste it. So today we're going to take a look at Legendary Arena, Regirock, Datamine, and Paste Bin. So this is my first time doing this kind of Datamine video because I feel like I don't need to make it for previous events, but I think I need to make this because I have some more new subscribers and some beginner players. So I think take a look at this. Datamine would help you guys out and prepare for the event. My goal is to mainly help you guys understand the event and how to prepare it. So if you guys are not familiar with Regirock, always go to Showdown. Let me find Showdown here. So I've already searched for some data for Regirock before I made this video. Regirock has a ability called Clear Body. So if you guys don't know what Clear Body does, it prevents other Pokemon from doing the Pokemon stat changes. This would still apply to the actual Regirock in Legendary Arena. So keep in mind that you cannot use set up Pokemons to deal with this thing. So you cannot go for a Charm, you cannot go for Struggle Bug, nope. Next, you can see that there's an outstanding 200 defense stat on Regirock. So this is actually unavoidable because all steel types are physical attackers. So keep in mind of that. Speed and special attack is garbage. Attack it's decent. Special defense is decent. Yep. So let's go back to the paste bin here. So boss weaknesses: grass, steel, and steel. So that means the first HP bar is weak to grass. The second and third HP bar is weak to steel. You can only use 36% at most. Boss hits. Critical hits the lower defense. Avoid them while landing your own. So that means that when you land a critical hit, you lower your defense and avoid landing critical hits. So you guys may wonder, oh no, many Pokemon has like direct hit. The best is critical hit for sure. Zacian has the critical hit next. So many of these kind of things. I rely on critical hits. Then I have a very big disadvantage that is actually incorrect, and some other people actually pointed out this incorrectly. So I want to take a look at, hold on, let me just go back to Masters. If you guys can take a look at Steven. What does it say? Impervious. Stats cannot be lowered. So if you use Steven and you go for a critical hit, it's supposed to lower your defense, but it actually does not because of Impervious. But if you use Brendan, where is Brendan? You don't have Impervious, then you get lowered. So yeah, this is something to pay attention to because it's one of the big things about this event. So now we can take a look at the moves. I'm not gonna go through the prizes because if you beat the stage, then you get a prize. It's not very important. Opponent changes its type weakness once per battle. I've covered that already. Grass, steel. Individual opponents and allies defense falls when they are hit by a critical hit. I mentioned that already. The opponent is immune to all stat lowering effects, either not listed here or self-applied. So there are two kinds. First is you give stat reduction to Regirock, which is kind of effective. Second is the Regirock cannot lower its own stats. So focus on these: critical hit rate up, critical hit defense, physical moves. Now let's take a look at the moves right here. So before I go on, I just want to remind you guys that this 1819 immune to all stat lowering is very important here because many of those moves mentioned below has this kind of case. Let's take a look at Regirock's moveset. Move Stomp, normal physical type move, can cause flinches. Hammer Arm is a fighting type move, lower the user's speed, but in this case, Clear Body does not affect itself, so it won't lower its speed. Rock Slide has a moderate chance to make the target flinch. That is a bit annoying. Stone Edge critical hit lands more easily, so Regirock has a chance to lower its own defense, but that won't apply on Regirock if I'm right. Rock Tomb lowers the target speed. That sucks. Storming Tantrum, its power is double if the user previous move failed. Well, that probably won't happen. Hyper Beam is a very, very scary move, but as you guys know, let's take a look at stats. 50 base special attack, having Hyper Beam is probably very weak here because Regirock is a physical attacker and Hyper Beam is a special move. Rock Smash a good chance of lowering the target defense. Iron Defense, a very scary move that whether in VGC or in this event, is a bit scary. Sharply raises the user's defense, though it's defense +2. Being all steel types are a physical attackers, raising its defense is actually very scary and very annoying as well. Drain Punch heals itself, can be a very annoying physical move. Earthquake is absolutely scary, especially when you use Solgado and Solgado is with the ground, you have a bit of a trouble here. Regirock's passives, these are some of the very important things that everyone has to take care of. Unnamed passive, at the start of the battle, drastically raises defense to your users. So start of the battle, +2 defense. Bar 2 HP, at the start of the battle, raises users accuracy and make users next attack sure crit. Very annoying. Battle Bar 3's HP description, at the start of the battle, make users next attack sure crit. Very annoying as well. Unnamed passive, lower the user's defense when below 50% HP. So how to explain this? It means that when Regirock's HP is below half, then lower your user's defense. I think it's you will lower defense by 1 or 2 stages. So beware of that. Ways to prevent is using Abandon, which you cannot lower defense on Impervious, VV, Metagross, those kinds of things. Shrug Off. Prevent stat reduction caused by other Pokemon's move and passive. Does not prevent self-inflicted stat reduction moves, like Clear Body. So if you got, in case you forgot about Clear Body, prevent other Pokemon from knowing this Pokemon's stat changes. So beware of that. Less Affliction. Every time under static condition like sleep, burn, paralysis, freeze, poison, battle, poison, reduce the duration and effect, resistant until immune effect. One thing Regirock is bad against is burn, because big hits, very big hits, and burn it would lower those physical attacking moves. So if you guys have burn, you guys should use burn if you can, especially for Ho-Oh and Torkoal. Less poison, 10, antitoxin, less freeze, anti-freeze, less sleep, wide awake, less paralysis, less burn, flame-proof, less interface, less confusion, clear-headed, less flinch and flappable, less trap, escape artist. All of these moves, I don't have to explain them. Build up. Ensure that user's next attack will be a critical hit after using Sing move. Very scary. Defense rush, raises the user's defense after using Sing move. Still very annoying, especially when using Steel-type Pokemon. Satisfied Snarl lowers the user's special attack when a move targeting that opponent is successful. It's not very helpful here because usually the Regirock aims for the support and you won't attack using the support, right? So Satisfied Snarl is not very important here, and Steel types are physical attackers, not special attackers. But the Grass type might be a special attacker, but if you have Brendan, let me show you my Brendan here. Where's my Brendan? My Brendan has Dawn, so its special attack cannot be lowered, so it doesn't even actually matter if it has Satisfied Snarl or not. Iron Wall, after using undefense, creates a shield protecting user from critical hit, so it's critical hit defense, so it's still freaking annoying. One way to prevent is Defog from Altaria or Brick from Hariyama. But I don't suggest you guys using this. Just like go for Iron Heads and don't use your critical hits. The critical hit next sure hit crit, don't use that until the critical hit is gone. But Iron Defense is going to be very annoying here. Precision Rush raises the user accuracy after using Sig move, probably using for Stone Edges. Victory Lap make users next attack sure crit after knocking out another Pokemon. Okay, this is still very annoying. That means you don't want to lose a Pokemon. Demotorized Force substantially lowers the attack of all opposing Sing players after using Sing move. So lowering its attack when Regirock uses a Sing move. Still very annoying, but impressive does not matter. Sudden Spirit mitigates the reduction of speed. That doesn't matter. Sing Cure removes all static conditions when used after you Sing move. You know what that does. This also applies on Lorelai's Dugong. Team Defense Crush 2 has a moderate chance of lowering defense of opposing Sing players when an attack is successful. So all opponents' defense will be lowered by 1 stage, but it doesn't even matter if you have impervious like Eevee and Metagross. So how to prepare? So I will still be focusing on the 18 steel and grass type sync pairs. Grass, use Brendan. Don't go. You could go for sleep on the first turn, but I don't suggest using this. You can poison it. You can go for. Oh, you cannot go for Venom Judge, but you can go for poison. For steel, go for Metagross. You can go for Wickstorm, using the critical hit defense. Yep, Jasmine can be very helpful here if you guys have Jasmine, because of Clang. Critical hit defense and stat reduction defense is really good here, and you guys should use this as well. Yeah, so I don't have much to say about this event because it's actually very straightforward. And if you guys can always raise your defense, you can always raise your attack, then you're not in very big trouble. So support is a very important thing here. And if you guys have Zacian, you guys can use Zacian, but for me, I do not recommend you guys using Zacian in Regirock because Zacian is actually not too good here. So Zacian is not suggested, but you guys can go for Jasmine. Jasmine is very useful, and Steven is still really good here. So go scout for Steven and Jasmine. Don't scout for Gloria. To be honest, Gloria is not even that valuable after the Prestige event. And who cares about the Prestige event when you have good sync pairs? And who cares when they have D rank? So yeah, D rank. So who cares? So yeah. So if you have any questions, you can always ask me in the comment section below, and head to my Discord and ask me anything if you want to. And remember to enter my Discord server because we have some friends. We could answer your questions. You could chat there. You could ask for any team building and stuff. One last thing is clear body is a very big problem here because in the previous Champion Stadium, many actually rely on lowering stats than going for big strike. But for this event, you cannot do this, and Dawn, Sickness to Leave was not even helpful in this time. They won't be even helpful. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video and make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. And I hope this video helped you guys prepare a bit, and feel free to ask me any questions if you want to. And always check Showdown. Showdown is very useful. And yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.